Good, happy Friday. It's Maria on behalf of the Recovery Center of Hamilton County. So I hope you're joining me now, or I hope you're going to join me later. So it's a little gloomy outside, but let's make it a little sunny on the inside, okay? And I am live, yeah. Okay, Linda, live on a Friday. And we're going to have some, hey, Paxi, good morning. Okay, and I see Mom, and I see Ryan, and good morning to you. And I see Mom is shy, but that's okay. Anyway, I guess she's on my countdown to lunchtime. But in the meantime, we're going to get started. I did some prep work in advance, so it's really an easy meal. I don't know why I just happened to go to the store and buy a few things. So I thought I'd go ahead and make it. Oh my gosh, I should ignore the little messages here. I guess you heard of the poor little wool that had all kinds of fur on them. Oh my gosh, you're gonna get a lot of wool sweaters out of that little sheep, I guess it is. Anyhow, I wish they would stop those little notations at the top. Poor thing. It's all better now. But anyhow, we're going to make some pork today. So for all of you that are not pork lovers, you can surely substitute, instead of pork loin chops, you can substitute some, tender beef loin if you choose. I think that would work just fine. A lot of people think of pork as the other white meat. Well, no, it's not. It's still red meat. Okay, so try to keep it to about 3 times a week, at about 4-ounce servings. They usually shrink down to 3-ounce approximately. But anyhow, I've just been marinating this pork that I got at a pound, and the recipe when I post it says 4 pork chops. It actually is a pound. It came out to 5 pork chops, and they are about 1 inch. They're boneless. It is pork loin, so I was pleased to get that. It's $4 and some change, like 3 cents or something. Now this was Aldi's, so I'm just telling you, the prices will vary depending on where you get it from. And it was, some really good pork loin. It's really lean. But I did marinate it ahead of time in the low sodium soy sauce. It may not say on the recipe, I can't remember, but I would recommend the low sodium. And it's only 2 tablespoons, which, you're not going to get all of that because, it's just part of the marinade, which isn't going to necessarily all go in the pan unless we have to or something. But the thing is, that's what I use, the less sodium soy sauce, because just about all of us get too much sodium, and I just found out my bones are porous, unfortunately, so I got to watch my sodium, which I usually do. Anyway, and then it has some ground pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon. Now, if you want to add more pepper, you can go ahead and do that to taste. But that's what we're starting out with the marinade. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, whether you use sodium chloride or whatever kind you use, sea salt or whatever. And then you can use less if you want. That's up to you. But because you already got some salt in the soy sauce. And then it also calls for 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, which is going to also coat the apples once we add that. So that you can use more or less depending on, what you use, or if you want to go with the Splenda brown sugar or something of that nature. I happen to have the light brown Simple Truth organic. I don't even use brown sugar that often, but I just have it on hand just because of recent Christmas, just in case I needed it. And this is non-GMO, USDA organic. I don't remember it being all that, and it's Pariv, so if you are, following the Jewish faith. So anyhow, some people look for that Pariv sign, or the word. So anyhow, just so you know. And then, so I had the brown sugar, and then olive oil, a couple tablespoons of olive oil. So that, I sprayed my pan so we can start cooking that, but I'm going to set it down for a second so I can sort of explain the process of what's going on here. I went ahead and I took the spaghetti squash, which if you haven't tried it, it's delicious. It's not hard to make at all. It comes with directions if you want to bake it. I did not bake it, but it does come with directions. if you choose to bake it, it tells you exactly what to do. I usually microwave it personally. You can steam it, microwave it, bake it, and when you bake it, I think it's like, it says 350, cut it in half, just like I did with the microwave, and bake it. It's basically about 35 minutes, okay? And so anyhow, the only thing, you got to be really, really careful, because I had to use a French knife or a chef knife, which I'm used to cutting watermelons back in the day, throughout the years, so I don't have any problem with really, really big things and cutting them. But if you want to be cautious, you can go ahead and put it in the microwave for 4 to 5 minutes. And I poked a little just so it doesn't burst open or whatever, get the steam out. And then I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But this is one that's just partially cooked, and then I have one that's fully cooked. And then we'll go through the seeds and everything. I wanted to look up and see if you can toast those seeds. I think any seeds you can really toast and eat and put on salads personally, but I didn't get a chance. I forgot to do that. But really, most seeds you can usually toast and put on salads or munch on or whatever. But I would probably check that, or I'll check it and post that information. And then, aside from that, the apples, I went ahead and I'll show you more about that in a minute and talk about it once we get the pork going. But I use one of these, although you can cut them with a knife or whatever, and peel them with whatever peels you have. I'm just giving you the rundown, and then we'll go through it. But, Jill, hi, how you doing with all the babies? So you can peel it, or you can use the illustrious knife that Mom gave me. I've got several, but this is the nicest one, paring knife. So you can do whatever you want. I did something a little different that you may not want to do. So we'll go there in a minute, okay? So let me just go ahead, and I'm going to turn my gas heat on medium, okay? And hopefully those little guys are doing well. I can't wait to see them again. Actually, I haven't seen your older guy for a while. Hey, David, thanks for joining us. I was just explaining everything, so you can always get back to it if you want, but we'll go through it again. I just sort of like to tell you what I'm going to do it, and then tell you what I did. So anyhow, glad to have y'all. So let me put this down, and we're just going to cook the meat about 5 to 6 minutes on each side. The temperature for pork is lower than we used to think. It's 145 degrees. I couldn't find my darn thermometer. I used to have about 3 or 4. I think throughout the years people have sort of accidentally walked off with them, but I'll probably be getting a new one. I usually can tell, though. There's actually the test we learned in school with, you can pressure with your finger. But anyway, we'll just go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's, you can let it out to rest for a little bit, and it'll come up to temp usually. So I'm going to go ahead and put these, I've got it about on medium, and I think you can see the pan. It's going to start to sizzle because we got the marinade on it. And I just marinated it right in the pan it came in. I just took that paper out. It comes with a little paper. And it smells really good. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw this away, okay? All right. Now, let's see. Sorry to walk away. I've got my little ladybug timer, so I'm going to put that on like 5 minutes, okay? And that way it'll give me a sort of an idea. The loin and the round cuts are going to be your leaner cuts, filet, as opposed to, like a prime rib or something that has a lot of marbling. Most of you know that already. You want to try to keep your red meat 2 to 3 times per week, and that includes the pork. Okay, so I got my little ladybug timer on, and then I went ahead and, like I said, I put the spaghetti squash in the microwave as opposed to the oven. I cut it, for 4 minutes with a little slash in it, and then I put the other half in I'll show you here. I just put it on a platter with a little water on the bottom. And then you just take a fork and you just go like this all the way around, even all the way to the edge. Hopefully you can see that. You can get all the way to the edge, and it just turns into like spaghetti. I've been doing this for years, believe it or not. Many, many years. And it's really awesome because I usually just put a little olive oil or Smart Balance on it, okay? And then what I do is I just add just a little bit of salt. And for me, I just think it's awesome. They serve it like at Bonefish. I don't know. I think they're still open. I love Bonefish. Oh, my gosh. The surgeon I worked for 10 years, he used to take us there for Christmas. We could get whatever we wanted. And I always get the spaghetti squash along with lots of other wonderful things. Bang bang, shrimp, and oh, my gosh. He would let us have anything we wanted. Dessert, food, beverages, you name it. Okay, let me just take a peek at this, because I smell a little something, something. Yeah, I can tell it's starting to get, I might have to turn it down a tad. That's with gas, you really got to pay attention. My timer didn't go off yet, but I think I'd rather turn it down a little bit, so it'll cook all the way through, because there's one piece getting a little bit darker than the other, and it's probably because of the brown sugar, just so you know. I did get something. This was on the recipe. I took it off, but I will say that I got it from work, because I don't drink juice hardly ever, because I want all the fiber, and you'll find that out in a minute. So I'm gonna just add a little, just a little apple juice. So if you have it on hand, it's almost like if you added a little bit of alcohol wine, but we're not going to do that, okay? So it's sort of like, what do you want to call it when you, you know, when you're using the wine or beer or whatever, you're sort of like, oh, I can't think of the term. You're cooking everything off. I just am drawing a blank totally on the technique. But anyhow, if anybody knows, you can plug it in there, because I'm just totally drawing a blank. But anyway, we'll just let that sort of take its time for a minute. So that's what I did here, but the only thing is, I'm sure you guys know, we've got the seeds in there, and I don't really like to bite into a seed. I don't know about you guys. So I'm going to take this away. I'm definitely going to get more out of this and cook the other one, so that way I have more for today and tomorrow, and probably even more than that. But I'm going to have to really dump this and get the seeds out so we can actually enjoy it. Okay? So as I go picking through the seeds, I'm just going to tell you, while this is cooking, I went ahead and I diced up the apples, like I said. And these are the, oh my gosh, I always forget the name. They're not the Gala. They're the really yummy kind. Oh, skip the seeds before you cook it? Oh, I never have. I always take the seeds out after I cook it. Okay, well, okay. Well, okay, you can do it that way. I guess that's a new way. I usually can't get them out before I cook it. But anyway, that's just the way I do it. But you can, if you can get all those seeds out, there's not that many. They are more at the top. So like, that's probably what Linda's talking about, and that's totally cool. But basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to take out a portion and then reheat it in my small bowl. Oh, is that in the directions, Honeycrisp? Thank Linda. I can never remember my darn Honeycrisp I always get. Now this, you guys probably won't agree with, but this is what I do. I leave my skin on. You can easily cut the skin off, and that's how the picture is depicted, with no skin. I want the fiber. I need the fiber. I want the fiber. If you don't want the fiber, or you have a hard time chewing it, thanks, David. Honeycrisp, that's right. I love Gala. I love, a lot of different apples, but I got the Honeycrisp, so let me make sure. Yeah, so that's still cooking. So I'm going to go ahead, because I cook these in the microwave for like 5 minutes, and, oh, does it say scoop out the seeds? Okay, well, sorry. I don't. I never have. It may have said that. Maybe I don't read directions very well, obviously. But so you can definitely try to scoop the seeds out. I've made this about 20, 30 times or more, and I don't. So you can surely go ahead and try to get them out or whatever you want to do. I like to do it after the fact, personally. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put this to reheat it and plate it. I'm going to go ahead and have my apples that are mostly cooked and add this to, you can tell I'm sort of a rebel. I'm the rebel cook. I'm the rebel dietitian. But that's all right. I know how my one sister-in-law told me to, you do you. So that's what I do. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and reheat this. I'm going to go ahead and sort of let this all sort of meld the flavors together. It probably says take out the pork chops as well, but I'm going to, you can do that if you want to take out the pork chops and cook the apples separately. Since the apples are primarily cooked, then I'm just going to put these together and reheat this before I plate it. I'm trying to think. Oh, I didn't show you. I had onion powder. I think I said that too. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't peel them. Sorry. I want the fiber. You can peel yours, but and you may have a hard time tolerating that fiber, Linda. I don't want to point anybody out, but there's some people that may not be able to tolerate chewing it well or digesting it. I digest it just fine. And I was told, unfortunately, I have diverticulosis. Diverticulitis means you're having inflammation and you can't tolerate it. Diverticulosis means that you need to clean out those little pouches. So I want that fiber. So you can do what you want. I think it adds a little nice color to it and texture. But if you have trouble with that, take the peel off, okay? Anyway, I'm just going to put this back in the mic just for a second or so where it doesn't have any seeds, and you can take them out before or after. I found it easier to take them out after because I'm not struggling, okay? Get a spoon here, or fork. Now the other thing, like I said, I would add olive oil. You could add butter. You could add the Smart Balance. I usually add Smart Balance or olive oil. I just want to show a portion though of butter, only because it came with the meal that we got from Red Lobster on Saturday, our little treat with my male friend and I. And obviously we didn't use it, but this is a portion, okay? So that's 45 calories. So just so you know how small it is and how the fat can add up, okay? So if you do 2, it's about 100 calories. You do 4, it's about 200 calories. So if you're trying to, watch your calories, on a 1,500, 1,800 calorie diet a day or a 2,000 calorie diet a day, I'm just letting you know this, 2 of these is already about 100 calories, or 4 is 200 calories out of your, let's say, 18 to 2,000 calorie diet a day. So if you have questions about any of that, I'm always available. Does that put it in perspective? Yeah, it does for me too. That's why I think about all the different things as far as, the fiber, the protein, the fat. I'm just a little, as Brian at the center would say, fastidious about my fat grams and calorie grams and fiber grams. And now I have to be even more so about my calcium and vitamin D and magnesium, since I found out I have some osteopenia in my hip and back. So after all these years of being so good about it, sometimes things happen. You take medications, it affects you. So my third DEXA scan, not so good. So I'm going to be lifting weights again like I did back in the day. So what we might do on Ask the RD all about the calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, bone health in the very near future, just to remind me and to teach all of you guys. Okay, so this is getting there. I think my little, this thing didn't ding. I think it puttered out on me. Hey, so much for good luck and these little guys. I thought that was supposed to be good luck. Okay, let me just heat this up over here. treat myself to butter today. Just one. I only do that once in a blue moon. Okay. Let me this isn't my meat one. I'm gonna get my meat one. Oh, here's a tool that's nice to scrub your vegetables. I just wanted to point that out. We'll cut the pork. Let's see where we're at. What do you think? Take a bite and see. I think I can go a little longer, actually. In the restaurant, they do actually serve it just a teeny bit pink, though, honestly. I know you think of all kinds of problems, but I think it tastes really good. I'm going to see how this is. Apple tastes good, too. Okay. I am going to plate it, because I think we're good. I would use a thermometer, though. The temperature can rise a bit. Yeah, slight pink on pork is fine. A lot of people freak out, but it's really not a freak out. Uh-oh. A seed got past me. Okay. And let's see, where's my new tongs? You don't want to use the tongs that you cooked when they touched them when they were raw, okay? Most of y'all know that. But look at this one, it looks pretty. You know what? I like the little bit of salt on the, can you see? Can't tell. I don't think you can see. I don't want my phone to drop. Oh, no, don't do that. So a little salt. Just do this for fun. You could probably put another one on just for, you know what, and giggles. Okay. We'll just act like we're in a fancy restaurant. Even though we aren't, we're just in my kitchen that needs to be remodeled. Which it will be. That's the next goal. We'll just do that for fun. Okay. All right. I can't even see comments because I had to see if you were... Okay. So anyway, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, obviously, got a little apple. Parsley. See, so, I mean, even with the, you know, the skin on the apples, I mean, I can chew it. It's just fine. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys got a few little tips on making pork and apples, and you know, and of course we've got some comments, you know, some tips from other people too. So I would say, you know, go ahead, eat your red meat, eat your what is known formerly as the other white meat, which it's not. But I think that looks like a good meal. You know, it's a vegetable, but you can think of it as a pasta. And what I would do is there a crying face? It's fine. I'm scared. Don't cry, please. If you don't like apple skins or you don't like pork, we'll do another one another day. Yeah, don't cry. No, I'm gonna eat it. I think it's gonna be good. No, the thing about the spaghetti pasta, oh, Mom does that by accident. Okay, well, I hope you like it. If you like it, put like. If you don't, tell me what you do like, and I'll make that. Okay, not hit the wrong thing. Okay, I don't know. I guess that means you hit the wrong thing. I have no idea, Mom. What I'm gonna say is that if you like spaghetti squash after this, or if you've never made it, what I would say is use this for spaghetti, really, if you're trying to cut back on some carbs. Don't cut back entirely. You need carbs. But the pork has thiamine, real important. And also the apples, you have your fiber, vitamin C, quercetin, which is an antioxidant. And then the spaghetti squash is going to have a lot of other nice antioxidants and beta-carotene. And also... it's going to be another low-carb option. So you could put Panera sauce on it. Is that right? I can't talk. You know what I'm saying. Panera? Tomato sauce. I'll just say that because I can't think right now what I'm saying. Anyhow, you have a nice day. I think I'm going brain dead. But have a nice day, everybody. Thank you, Jill. You're awesome. Marinara sauce. I don't know why it couldn't come out. I was thinking of Panera. I've got something delicious planned for next week. Awesome. Okay. Well, that'll be great, Linda. I always enjoy cooking with you. Thanks, Jill. That was awesome. You're welcome, Paxi. Thanks for coming. I'm going to just enjoy my pork and apples and spaghetti squash. But you know what? I'm going to try to get those seeds out of that other one before I cook it. And I'm going to see how that goes, Linda. So thanks for the tip. You guys all have a great day. Okay. Congratulations, Ryan. She's one in 70,000, I think, who won a big award. Uh-oh. So I just want to call people out when they do awesome things. So I think it's Citibank. Were you supposed to say the right thing? Anyway, so we got some awesome viewers out there. So I appreciate you. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for viewing. On behalf of the Recovery Center of Hamilton County, signing off, Maria, registered dietitian, a cook at times. Okay, bye-bye.